I am alive. What's going on, y'all? We're going to check the health of this stream for just a minute, and then we're going to get started. For some reason, no matter how much you plan, it always seems to crash at the last minute, right? You don't look like you're coming in here. Don't take my parking spot. What's up, y'all? Happy Saturday. May the 4th be with you. I may have to be right back. Hold on just a sec. She's going to where are you going? So I hope everybody's doing well today. Give me just a minute. And we'll get caught up on comments. I don't have my chair ready. Boy, what about last minute panic? Last minute panic. Oh, me. I ain't even done my hair. Nothing. Jeez. But now that we're actually live, let's get switching over here to get rid of that music stuff. Actually, I didn't go back over the comments. What's going on? Let's say hi to everybody. Hi, everybody. One last little glance at my stream health. And so, good morning, West Tyler Roon. Tin Man, good morning. Tyler, I just said Tyler. Yeah, I just did say Tyler. Night Owl. And Peter Fox, Pete. Who else? Andy, hey Wes, what's up? And Tim Walker, hey. Loganson YouTube, hey, happy Saturday. Hey Ian, what's going on? Let me just scan over the comments real quick. Yeah, Star Wars Marathon. It should be all weekend. Because you got the 3rd, the 4th, and then the 5th, which is the Sith. May the Sith be with you or whatever, which I'm not into. So I'm on the Force side. Good afternoon, if it's not morning. It is a rainy, kind of an icky day. I'll go ahead and flip the camera around for just a sec. Show y'all our weather right now is. I know you got a glare. There we go. It's been kind of drizzly, nasty, icky all morning, and it's supposed to get worse outside. I think that Audi went down to the dang bar. So, yeah, it's kind of icky outside, which I guess is good for the live stream, right? Hey, Chef. Good morning. Morning, Chicago. And there we go. So, I've kind of been, just to let you know, I've only got a couple of topics to cover today and just a couple of pictures to show. And then we're actually going to move this over to the table, what I've been doing all last week, which you can't see right now. But once I move the camera here in a little bit, we'll be able to look at some doorknobs, I guess. And, I've kind of been on a project that I can't really talk about. For you guys, it's going to make me absolutely no money. It's going to get demonetized and community struck down instantly, but hopefully it'll be worth it. It's always worth it to do stuff that pops into my head, you know. Other than that, it has been a fairly busy week with just kind of irritating calls. Okay, she went to get cookies probably at the bakery. Has been a fairly irritating week. We do have a short little episode. I'll get started, I guess, with the locks that we've lost this week. And I don't have I hate doing voiceovers. Like the last time I did it, I did the picture and then I did a voiceover. I hate doing that because this is a Maxpedition fold up little pouch thing. So we have some Defiant Schlage Dexter single cylinder deadbolts that actually are kind of half new. This is a new exterior shell, and they haven't been used all that much. And I actually was able to use, I had to switch out somebody's locks on a house that had the same exact thing. They had single cylinder and they wanted double cylinder, and I had to put some peepholes in. I hate peepholes. These are actually, if y'all have ever ordered peepholes from like Flake, they suck, because if you look into them, yeah, I'm gonna try something. Hold on, because I may be able to show you guys this. It may not actually come up on camera, but these are PLF. No, these are Cal Royal from Flake. And I don't know if you guys put in peepholes, some of you guys who do lock work. But if you look through some of these, they are really spotty. I need a white piece of paper. I don't have a white piece of paper out here. But if you look into them and you look at a white piece of paper, those aren't so bad. Hold on, I want to try something now. Oh, is it going to work? Is it going to work? Heck. Yeah. Some of the brands, and especially the ones you get from Home Depot, are crappy. Like, you can't even, it's so spotty with little black specks and dirt that they just suck pretty bad. So, yes, this is, these will get resold to somebody after I rekey them. And I mean, like, all the strike plates and everything were the same, so literally I just switched out the single for double cylinder. Pretty quick job, aside from the peepholes. I hate putting peepholes in sometimes, especially on metal doors. Parts of Denmark had snow. Oh my gosh, snow! Ugh, that's crazy. And so yeah, I just switched them out with double cylinder Dexter deadbolts. We had I think I just kind of recently did a video on these. Get out the way. Here, let's just go back in the bag. Go back in the bag. I'll deal with you later. Somebody will get some cheap single cylinder deadbolts and buy people. Oops. So at the beginning of the week, we've lost some Vista Wall crappy cylinders. These are literally our oldest customers, and you can see they've had a really rough life as far as heavily used. So it was time to replace them, and actually while I was doing it, I actually replaced the because he's a good customer and forever, I gave him a real good price on a set. I do sell these as a set, like if you need a whole new, mortise lock deal. I'm gonna get my hands dirty. I mean, they're just worn out, really. I could have just done the cylinders, but then I started looking at it, and it's all wobbly and crap. So I just put in new LSDA. So that all has to go to scrap. Same faceplates. How many of these do y'all collect these? I go through so many of these faceplates. I've got a whole aluminum bucket set up just for faceplates. And then we had let's see what else we had. An old quickset cylinder that I was able to just switch out the exterior cylinder for, just because it was so worn out. And so yeah, that's gonna get scrapped. Oh, goodbye, quickset cylinder. And this was the fun one. I actually did a GoPro video on this whole thing. Yeah, that doesn't look good, does it? The doodad broke that's inside. So there's a little mechanism when you turn the key. And this was one of my ASA locks. I had an ASA cylinder. It's a grade 2 entry knob, and you can see this is the interior from what I had. So they had a storeroom on there, and I did not have a bright brass storeroom function LSDA, but it was still an LSDA, and you can actually, if you have to, push and turn the knob in and use the existing knob, which did have some scratches on it, but it was still okay. So, and since the knob has a cover, once you push and turn the thumb turn in, or the push button deal in, you push it in and turn, it stays locked. And then when you cover it up with the knob, there's no way for them to unlock it. So I converted a entry into a storeroom. And this is what it looked like. This is how old it was. This was the inside, and you can see the outside was pretty big difference there. So it is what it is. It's just one of those things where I didn't have a freaking storing function. I had storing function in chrome, but not bright brass, just because it's so rare. And these plates, I wish we could get these plates. I want to build a, y'all, if there's any investors out there, get with me on a strike factory. We need new options for strikes. The existing locksmith options for good, decent price strike plates are ridiculous. These sell for, like at Home Depot's for like $8 or $9 each, I believe. But, you know, just stuff like deadbolt high security strikes that are dark bronze, maybe satin nickel, that are actually through a locksmith distributor instead of a big box store. We just need a better strike situation. And here in Mississippi, we have so many problems with the shifting of foundation that, oh yeah, I forgot these. So I've got 4 of these crappy cylinders. They're going to get scrapped too. We really need, I just want to build a, we call it Yazoo clay. I've talked about it before in videos, but a strike factory that makes, you know, instead of it being short, a taller opening, and be able to sell them cheaply. But I know that's a long shot because that's all Chinese outsourced nowadays, or Taiwan, I guess. So the good thing about that is I can sell that strike plate for like 15, 20 bucks install. Make a little bit more money off of it. Hey Fred, good morning. Let's see. Okay, we're still good. Good deal. And let's go ahead and switch to some pictures that I did. We were talking about this last week, King Street. I have not seen King Street on. Is King Street here? King Street, are you here? I don't think King Street's here. So we're going to talk about King Street's little issue. Last week he had a question that I missed in the live comments, and it was about, and it was kind of hard for me to understand because I don't have one of these, but he had asked in the comments, what were we talking about? We were talking about master or something, and it came up. But in his lab 501, it's over here. In his lab 501, not this bottom slot, but the one above it. You see 1 through 9? He had asked me why there's 1 through 9 there. SE lock and key. We don't have it. We don't have anybody that can come out right now. I'm sorry. So we're trying to solve the mystery of the 9 spacing, and then Night Owl showed his, and it has 9 too, kind of right there on the right hand side, and it's only on the lab, it's only on the lab 5-in-1s, which I've never had. So when he asked that question last week, I kind of acknowledged it, but I was kind of hoping somebody else would answer the question because I don't have one of those. I've never had the 5-in-1. My theory, I don't know. I wanted to call lab, but you know you're going to get like, oh, we have to pass you on to the senior engineer, and actually the senior engineer who probably did that, or whoever drew out the cutout, either just did it so they were all just as long, or their stamp was made a certain way, or it's a copy of another one and it was just slightly, that's all I can think of, is they did that because maybe they already had the punch. If those are punched out, maybe they already had it set a certain way and they were just like, we'll just not worry about it, we'll throw a 9 on there. I don't know the real reason, but that's all I can presume. Is just they already had it, they didn't want to take off the the one. They wanted the same length. So I'm going to assume, hey, William, hey, Lockmania, how are you? I'm going to assume it's just because they already had something. They didn't want to modify the thing. But if I do get a chance and think about it, I will touch base with Lab next week and be like, we demand answers. I'll wave my virtual pitchfork in the air. We demand answers. You might see this blue cord. I realized that my Wi-Fi was giving a problem, so hopefully this will fix the problem with buffering, even though I don't have a whole lot of videos in this broadcast today. Oh wait, let's get rid of this. Because I'm not prepared. That's something else. This Wednesday thing, I did what I usually would do on Saturday on Wednesday. So if I continue my Wednesday night live chats, it's literally just going to be a chat, and I'm not going to do any of this stuff that I'm doing in Saturday because it kind of screws up what I have planned for Saturday. So, but yes, I thought about it, and I was like, what do I do? I could plug in to my router back there and not have to worry about Wi-Fi problems, which I think was a lot of the problem. And I was like, I don't know if I have a long enough cord. I'd forgot I had this Ethernet cord that I bought for my camera system, and when they came and changed our cable to fiber, I realized they had plugged it in and set it up in the router itself, but I never used it because it's tied into my camera system. It's a cheapy camera system, so it doesn't work well with the computer. So then I was like, I got a perfectly good wire right there. So yes, I'm gonna stretch it. I'm going to throw it over with all my other wires, but just temporarily, just to see how it did. And then I ran a speed test, and lo and behold, we should be going 2 times faster than we were before. So yeah, I got more wire to run, and in the meantime, we had a credit card machine update. Oh my God, I hate it. They automatically update it every so often. And now it picks up debt. Like our credit card, we could always choose credit or debit, and we take the card and swipe it in for them, but now it automatically chooses debit, so they always have to put their PIN in, so we have to move it every time they do it now, which is 5 times more now, because we have to hold the thing over, stretch the cords out. So yeah, I've got a little bit of wiring that I'm going to have to do soon because of that, because it's kind of driving me crazy. Where are you going, homeboy? Yeah, you looked right at my sign. You better not be going very far. SE lock and key. What kind of car? You just need a copy? They are 45. Yes, sir. Okay. That's the same guy that called earlier with a broken key. Now it's just a copy of the key. Maybe he found his spare key. The rain's getting worse outside. It's supposed to be getting worser and worser and worser as the day goes through. Hey, Funky Monkey! Robert, good morning. How are you? Peter is talking about the 5-1 master slot is for master. Peter may have hit the nail on the head there. That may be it. Yep. I think you got that. Because back when that was invented, Master and Dexter were way more prevalent. So yeah, that's probably the answer right there. Has anybody actually tried the master key in the gauge, Night Owl? Go grab a master padlock key and check it. Task, just for Night Owl. Or anybody else that has a gauge and a key right there. 5-1 master pound, they're definitely not the same. Yeah, well, somebody go check it. Somebody go check it. I don't have one, or I would go check it because I've got a master key there, but I don't have that gauge. I don't even think I have a master padlock period gauge in my kit. I don't think I've ever had one. Oh, this week in our neighbor's crazy Bloody Mary concoction. I had to show this because I showed it last week. I didn't get to try the one last week. I'm not really up to drinking today. It's not really a good drinking day with it all rainy and stuff. It's more of a coffee day. And I just don't drink a lot. And I don't like pork belly. In my opinion, pork belly is just pork fat, like fatty meat. And I don't really like fatty meat. I know it's the cool thing, a pork belly plate with little spears of pork belly and a little brisket slider and what else? Fried pickled okra. That one, the last week's looked a lot better with the bacon. So, I guess that's what they're selling today. But since it is pouring, I'm sure they're not going to sell nearly as many. Maybe I will get one since they're not selling as many. I don't know. I'm going to try to talk them out of one. Where were we? Just a couple of things off Twitter real quick. We had some LPP, who is not here, probably working, sent me this. I've seen this. Y'all have all probably seen this saying, but I love how they have it on the board. Legal Locksmith. I'm not sure about that name as a company name, but to each his own, I guess. Yeah, light shuts the door, open again. That's how they work. That's how doors work. Yo. And then the dude who I don't really ever see in the live chats or comment very often. Y'all seen several of my driving videos and potholes. And this is kind of a viral thing where somebody spray painted penis shapes around potholes to get the city to fix them. And it's funny, the same day he tweeted that to me, somebody on Nextdoor in Bellhaven, which is the neighborhood this way, somebody had taken shaving cream and tagged the sidewalk with a penis for no other reason other than because the guy and the motorcycle dude revs his engine and the guy, they don't get along. So it was funny that he posted that to me the same day that somebody took shaving cream and did an outline of a penis on the sidewalk in front of the dude's house. And apparently it stained the sidewalk or it was left on there. Shaving cream is horrible. When I was in high school, I did the shaving cream on my back window, seniors, whatever it was. Or something. I did some kind of graphic, but I left it on there for a while, and then every time it rained, there was the outline of what I had put on there. So shaving cream ain't no joke if it's allowed to stay on there for a long time. And one other interesting thing this week was this guy. That is the only picture I got of it. It was actually a chest about yay big and about yay deep with that little Illinois lock on it, and I couldn't read the code. It was I thought it was 2054. So I grabbed my setup keys, or my pre-cut keys. I've actually got a whole box of CG1 numbered keys, numbered something through something. I can't remember what they're numbered through. The H2000 codes. So 2000 through, I think 4000. It's a bunch of keys, a whole box of them. And aside from it being hecka rusted up, I actually was able to get it open fairly easy after I soaked it with lube. And it was tough for me to do. Y'all know I'm kind of a pack rat. Don't say anything. But the lady was like, I'm going to take it to scrap. I don't want it. I just wanted to get the stuff out of it. Do you want it? And I'm like, oh, because it was really, aside from the rust, they left it outside for a long time. So it really would need a sandblaster and then refinishing. It would have been a great little project, and it was a great, nice, somewhat decent, heavy chest. And I was just like, she was paying me to make the key. She made a copy of the key after I found it, and then she was like, "Do you want it?" And I'm like, "Yes, no, yes, no, no, yes, no." That type of deal. I don't really need it. I don't have time for it. I don't want to deal with it. I don't have a sandblaster to sandblast it. So it's kind of a shame because on the inside there was a label that was rubbed off, but I want to say it was actually made by like one of the bigger, it had like the UL label on the inside. You couldn't really read it, but it's just one of those things where she could probably literally give it to anybody, but she was wanting to take it down and scrap it. And if you, wow, I'm really bright out here. What's up with that? Let's get rid of this. And scrapyards, if you do not know this, there we go. So if you did not know, scrapyards will not take safes for the most part because most safes have concrete in them, and you're bringing in a 300-pound safe that may be 30 pounds metal. The rest of it's concrete. They're not. They won't take safes. I have taken a small safe in before that did have mostly concrete in it. Well, not mostly. It had metal, a little bit of concrete. But since I was bringing in 600 pounds of other metal, the guy was just like, yeah, just whatever, just throw it over there. So any other time, she's not going to have luck just going to the scrapyard to see if she can get any money off of it. Which even so, it would have only been not worth going over there, like $2 or $3. So, yeah, that is it on the pictures, looks like. We are going to switch over here. I want to give it a shout out to Tyler. Tyler, that's you! Yeah, that's you, Tyler. And his lock reference. Hold on. Let me catch up on the thing here. But we're going to talk about, encoding error. Why? Why are you encoding error? You better not be crashing. Okay, better not be crashing. But Tyler's lockreference.com website. He has a lockpicking patrolman. Yeah, you. Your lockpicking or lockreference.com website. We are going to go scroll through it real quick. Where is it? Oh yeah, here it is. So his lock reference website, I hadn't gone to it lately except when you tweeted me the other day, but Tyler has got a lot of great information on this website. So if you are, it scrolls differently on my computer than it does on my, well, that just sucks. I don't know if it's scrolling correctly or not, but Schlag 29. What's this? Let's go look at this. If it actually changes. But if you dig deep into the files, he's got a ton of stuff on different locks and cores and cylinders. I'm just clicking away, hoping that it's actually going on the screen too. And of course, hold on. I'll be right back, y'all. Hey.
Hello. I need to make a key.
All right. I'm back. I'm back. Let's see what we're talking about. We're talking about lock reference. Yes, he's the man. So, yes, so basically, y'all get the idea. Go to lockreference.com, people. Go to lockreference.com if you need something. Oh, shout out to Night Owl. We always give Night Owl shout outs. Except he hadn't come back and answered us on the master padlock thing. Such a weird phone. Does it have a tail? What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? No, I'm not angry today. Fred said there's nothing wrong with being a pack rat. Amen. Hey Chuck, how's it going? Tennessee lockpicking. A few other people joined in while I was working or not paying attention. Okay, there we go. All right, so I've caught up. But yes, let's celebrate Tyler's and Night Owls and whoever else is added to it. I know you've had a couple other people that have like added stuff to it, and it's like I told you in the thing. Back in the internet locksmith days, internetlocksmith.com was like one of the original forums that turned into the locksmith community because of a whole big old brouhaha. But back in those days, which was around 2000, I had the same. I was wanting to do the same thing, but there's just so much work involved with it. I don't realize really how much extra work's involved with it. Kind of like the same amount of work I do videos, I guess. So, yeah. So, everybody, if you need any type of reference or you have information, maybe I'm sure Tyler will work with you if you have your own articles that you'd like to get on there. And of course, if anybody wants to sponsor the website, see he has Pacific Lock. I thought that was the padlock company at first, but that's actually a locksmith distributor. Or is it one and the same? I'm guessing it's two different places. I don't know for sure. But, so what I'm going to do now, still trying to figure out what Lab was thinking. The only thing I can do is try, but in Pacific Lock in Washington too, the padlock company. Night Owl, the only thing we can come up with is it has to be, if you have a Dexter key, try it sometime and shoot me a message on Twitter. But we are going to go ahead and shift over here. It's 11:40. So we're going to shift over here while I've got a break. I hate to do that because I have to move my camera and everything, and as soon as somebody comes in, we'll disappear. But we'll go ahead. I think actually this customer's coming in right now. So as soon as we get done with this customer coming in, we'll shift over to the table that I worked all week on, and I actually did a time-lapse video or a series of regular time-lapse put together. It was like a 20-minute video. Hadn't uploaded it because it's just cleaning. Hey.
About the square key.
Yeah. and the new chip key. First off, take both of the keys and turn them in the door. So take it, put it in the door, turn it left and right, take it out, turn it left and right. Do that for both keys, that way it'll smooth the keys down. Get in the car, and you want to kind of hold the key like this, maybe on this side, really close to where it is, and you want to turn it to the run position, which is right before it cranks. And then once you turn it to run, turn it back, take it out, put your new key in, turn it to run, turn it off, wait just a second, and then start it. So that should program it to that. I'm going to write that down real quick. Okay, so there's your directions. Hold on to this. Again, after you check them, turn them both in the door, which will just help the key. Sometimes there might be a security light with a little padlock on your dash. If it doesn't take the first time, then just maybe re-switch the head or kind of point it a different way. But you want the head as close to the ignition, so you're mimicking a key here basically. So as like the instructions, turn it to run, wait just a second, turn it off, take it out, put it down in your lap, put this one in within just a couple of seconds, turn it to run, turn off, and then crank. If you have any problem with anything, with broken keys, it's kind of hard, you know, sometimes they don't work real well, but I'll be here till 4, so if you have any problem, that's my card, you can call me on it. Let's put that with this. Okay, 59.40. Quarter, sorry about that.
Yeah, all right.
And here's good. Alrighty. Thanks. If you have any problems, give me a call.
All right.
Y'all have a good day.
I should do the same now.
I swear, y'all, GMZ keys break way more than break. They made those keys thicker, and they break just as bad as the GM 10 cuts. I'm going to catch up on comments because I've been kind of busy over there. Hey, Funky, alright. If I missed you, sorry. Bird. See you, Funky. Bird. Hey, William Mansell. Like me, I've got all the Star Wars. Yes, Peter Mayhew, or Mayhew. Peter Mayhew, or the Wookiee, finally passed away. I don't know why I said finally, but he passed away. He's 74. But he did have that growth issue, which is why he got the role. So that may have led to health complications. It's sad. Sad. May the Force go with you, Peter Mayhew. Oh, Leah, let's go over here. We're gonna transition. I'll be right back. look what I did, y'all. And I've actually got chat going right over here. But my chat hadn't caught up with my chat over here hadn't caught up with the actual chat. So like I was mentioning earlier, I did a video quick change transition, right? I gotta be quick with that. So yeah, I did this week because, as in the video that I never actually uploaded, let's make sure my volume's good. I hope my volume's good. I had to move the microphone too. In the video I did, the time-lapse deal, I'd mentioned that I was getting really sick of how cluttered this area is, and of course it does not look real great right now, but I cleared out everything that was underneath here. I cleared out a lot of what was over here, and redid my scrap. I filled up another container, and I've kind of exposed this area, and it basically, I'd gotten really sick of the clutter in this area. Right here I'd stacked up my antique decorative hardware series that I hadn't gotten back around to. I still plan on doing that because I had stacked it all here, and then as time goes on, you know, I stack other boxes around on top of it and it gets buried. So let me close this door real quick. Actually, I'm going to leave it a little bit open so I can see that parking space. So I got really tired of that, and then I was like, of course, once you pick it up, you got to do something with it. So I really started sorting in on the doorknobs here, and you may not be able to see it very well because I do have a limited cord there, but if you kind of look over, we can probably scoot this up a little bit too. Yeah, it's old Weiser Schlage stuff. Basically getting what parts need to be just finally scrapped and what parts need to be saved. So I brought the table out. This is a 8-foot table that I keep in the back for special events when we have out front. And it's just one of those things where I got drove me kind of crazy with how bad it was. And actually, pre-me, which this dates this back 20 years or more, there's also 6 bins that are the stackable bins that are underneath that originally had quickset Weiser, Schlage, you know, all the regular stuff. And eventually I got to pull all that out, literally scrap half of what's in there, get rid of it, so that I can use that room for some of this to go back under there. And some of this stuff is like, I've got it kind of separated, so like this is like future YouTube videos if I ever get around to doing a master future video. What is this? Yeah, it's all master lock. And stuff like this power bolt. I'm gonna do a video on that one day. Or not power bolt, sorry. Pre-power bolt, Weiser bolt. So a deadbolt doorknob. And they suck. And of course, just stuff that I brought in and it's just been thrown aside. Stuff like this Corbin Russwin storeroom lever that was a temporary use on a door. And this one, which I need to find out what's wrong with this one. I hate it when they do. This is a LSDA classroom function, and it does not pull back the latch all the way. And it's actually, look at that, really gritty. I don't think a lock's supposed to do that. To be brand new, it's definitely not supposed to do that. So this is probably going to go back to Acme because it's just a bad lever. And another temporary lock that I've got had on a door on a bathroom. So yes, that's what I've been doing all week for the most part. And instead of other stuff, because Monday it was like today, it was real rainy. Monday was actually Confederate Memorial Day in Mississippi. Yeehaw! Confederate Memorial Day. And most of the state offices were closed. So we, whenever there's a quote holiday, even if it's a stupid holiday, there is stuff to do in the shop. And that's why I started this, because it just needed to be done, right? So that's it on that. And like I said, I did a video on it. I'm not going to do it. I bought this the other day too. Yay, another one of these. Now that Lowe's sells a bunch of Craftsman stuff, this is going to go right over there. Once I move that out of the way. And then I'm going to buy, after I get it up, probably end up buying 3 more to make a big square, because this looks like it'll actually, I didn't measure before I bought it, but this actually looks like I can fit 2 of them. Oh, I can, just perfectly too. Man, it's like I made that for that. So I'll be able to stack up 4 right there of those bigger containers, and that'll help with keys and other assorted stuff. And then eventually all of these will get either put in bigger containers, like obviously that's not going to stack real well. Put in bigger containers, that way I can go find it a little bit more easily. And then I'll take this table back down and put it back in the back, and I'll have a nice clean area right here. Yay! So that's what I've been doing this week. And I don't have a transition for this, so y'all just get to watch me move the camera back to where it belongs. It's a lot of doorknobs, yo. Lots of doorknobs. Okay, this is gonna make everybody dizzy. Okay, where are we? Take a look at the rain, y'all. Yeah. It's actually cleared up just enough for me to be able to run and get coffee. Run and get coffee later, or after this live broadcast. Yay. So, that is it. Going back to what I was talking about earlier in the whole feed, the Wednesday night deals. Just not gonna do as big a Wednesday night. Oh, let's turn this off. Turn off. Not gonna do as big a Wednesday night, really. If I continue it, I don't know. We'll try one more week. I don't know yet whether or not, but if it's hold on. I got feedback going on over here because I forgot to mute that. There we go. May just be a 20-minute chat, but I don't really plan on doing Wednesday night with a lot of stuff because it kind of screws up my Saturday thing. So I'm going to go back to chat here until y'all are talking about Peter Mayhew and C-3PO and all the Star Wars guys. May the 4th be with you. Rune added 2 of those boxes to his wall. Yeah, they're light duty. Definitely wouldn't be good for a vehicle, but perfectly good for stuff. You saw the one on the other side. I just don't have a whole lot of use. I've got a lot. Well, over here. Wait, can you see it? Yeah, those 2 right there are kind of underutilized because I put them there before I put that shelf there, and then when I put that shelf there, it made them hard to get to. So, yeah, very handy boxes. However, unless you spend a crap load of time labeling things or can clearly see what's in there, but if you have like clips and different stuff, you end up having to come in with labels and all that other stuff. And y'all see how good I am with labels, right? Labels. For cheap Post-it notes, those held up better than anything ever. Okay, well, I mean, I'll keep doing the Wednesday night chats, but not as much content, really. That way I can focus better on the content here, and we can actually do what we're supposed to do. Now that I got a hardwire connection. And going lastly, like I mentioned earlier, I'm not going to be putting out any videos for a bit because I've got what's ended up being kind of a huge process for a somewhat short video that I'm not going to make a dime on. And it's going to get most likely community struck as well. But it's going to be great. It's going to be so worth it. So that's what I'm going to be working on for the next 2 or 3 days. And you know, you have that song stuck in your head and things happen. So it'll be worth it to me no matter how long it gets to stay up for. If it even gets to go up. So, you know, just another thing. All right, like Picking Patrol, I'm getting moved into his new house. So, yes. Y'all have a good one. 12:02. I'm right on time. Didn't even mean to be on this kind of time. Appreciate all you guys for joining in. Lockmania, Night Owl, Ian, Tyler, Andy, Pete, Bird, Funky Monkey has already left, but if you watch it later. All you guys who've joined in, and all you guys who couldn't come, Chuck Newell, Wes, if you're still here, Tennessee Lockpicking. As always, I really appreciate all you guys who join in on my weirdo live chats. Tim, thanks for joining in. It's gonna be May. It already is May. So hopefully I can get out the video that I'm working on within. I'm gonna really try for tomorrow night, but I'm not. It's a lot involved, so I don't know if I'll be able to do that much editing on it to get it out. Hopefully tomorrow, maybe at the latest. I'm hoping for Wednesday. So you'll definitely know when it's live. I will post it. And I hope y'all all have a great weekend. I may either go get coffee or may sneak down to the Barrel House and see about one of those Bloody Marys. Because even though I said an hour ago I wasn't ready to drink, now I'm ready to drink. Now I'm ready for some, I'm not real big into vodka, but Bloody Mary would be pretty tasty right now. But I'm likely just going to go get coffee and do what I need to do for that video. So, y'all have a great weekend. Appreciate you tuning in. I will do a Wednesday night live of briefly, no content, just a chat, catch up with y'all. So if you have any questions or comments that you missed in this one, and you can join in Wednesday from 6 to 6:30 Central Standard Time, feel free to join in, even if it's just for a minute, just to say hi. Make sure and hit this thumbs up button on this video. I really appreciate it if you do so. And we will catch you guys next video. Hopefully it'll be something that y'all enjoy. Catch y'all later. I forgot to do my 11. I told y'all I didn't know what to do. I was actually going to blow up a rubber glove and make a number 11, but being May the 4th, Yoda deserves a little spotlight. Ice cold beer. Coffee and cheese whiz. Cinco de Mayo is tomorrow, yeah. Alright guys, y'all have a great one. We'll catch you later. How do you stop this thing? Oh, this button right here? Okay. Oh wait, we gotta do the end. Oh shoot! I didn't put an end screen in here. Dang it. What's wrong with me? What did I need an end screen before I can end this. Hold on, where is it? Nope. Oh, there it is. Gosh, that was just silly of me to not put my end screen on there. It shows how unprepared I am. Nope. Shoot. Is this it? No. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Have a great weekend, y'all.